and I'm going to say good afternoon. My name is Dave. I'm one of the co-founders here at HomeKeepr, and I'm glad to meet all of you. Thank you for spending the time here. We're going to go over how to use HomeKeepr. And I'm recording it, so I'll make sure that recording is available to you guys. Please just jump in with questions. Go ahead and type them into the chat. I can see the chat live, so I'll do my best to answer the questions in real time. Let me get started. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we'll go from there. And any issues, just chime in. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. Let's start by sharing my screen. So HomeKeepr is a system that's been available to KW agents for many years now. We've been to a bunch of family reunions and mega camp events. Let me get this out of the way. Here we go. HomeKeepr is a concierge service offered by realtors to their clients to extend the relationship beyond closing, right? The idea here is that, we're gonna let somebody in here. We are, now where is the chat? The chat went away. Here we go. We're trying to help with the problem that a lot of realtors experience, where they work real hard to get a lead in the door. They take the clients to a bunch of properties, form a great relationship. There are no hiccups. Everything goes great. And then at the end of the day, they lose track of the client after the closing anyway, even though things went perfectly well. And that's because it's hard to do, right? Clients are living in their home. Your job is ostensibly done, quote unquote, and you're on to the next deal yourself. So we have some tools, all of them automated, that help get you into their life on a value-added basis without being salesy. And I'll show you what that looks like. It all revolves around this idea that one thing you can do to help a homeowner for the life of the home is to provide them with a list of home service pros that they can make use of, because no homeowner makes it. So I'm gonna have to mute whoever that is. I think that did it. Because you can add value that way, right? You're really helping a homeowner out if there's a leak and you know who to call. That's huge. So there's more to it than that, but that's the core of the idea here. Is you can put together a list of your favorite home service pros and give that to your clients. Let me just show you briefly what the consumer experience is, what some of these products are, and then we can show you how to do it. So first of all, when you invite your homeowners, that's what it's an invite system. When you invite the clients, they do not have to create an account. They can jump in and search your list of home service pros and use the system without having to create an account. If they do create an account, they're prompted to download the app that you see on my screen. And the app, as you can see, is branded to you. You got your picture, your logo, right? And inside is this directory of home service pros that you've put together. Now, I just want to remind you, this is your list. We don't tell you who to recommend. We don't tell you who not to recommend, because your clients don't care about us. So another company telling them who to call is not going to be interesting to them. They can find strangers on the internet anywhere. They can go to Home Advisor, Angie's List, all these places, and get a list of strangers. But they don't want that. They want a recommendation from someone they know and trust. That's you. And that's why we put whoever you recommend, that's who's in this list. Don't worry about all the categories. This is a demo account. We don't show categories unless you're recommending somebody in that category. So great. Let's say you've done all this. Let's say that this all makes sense and you've added a vendor list and you've invited clients. Now what? How are they going to remember that this list exists a month later, 6 months later, 6 years later, right? Well, the answer is we do two things basically to stay in front of your clients on an automatic basis. That's value added. And one of them are these maintenance reminders, okay? These maintenance reminders go out to your clients once a month. You can see the what, why, and how. You're always branded in there. It's your branding. My computer's just being a little slow pulling up the images and so forth, but it's your branding and they can go see the vendors from there. What you may be asking yourself, however, is, how do we know that this particular homeowner has a water softener? The answer is we do a survey of their home. We ask them a couple questions, right? And you can see that just through point and click on some basic yes, no type questions, we can get the basics of the home, the AC, the heating, do they have a crawl space, a pool, right? The reason we do this is that it's very quick to do. And that way the maintenance reminders are customized for that homeowner. So if they have a pool, they'll get a pool reminder. If they don't have a pool, they won't. And again, it's all branded by you. The other piece to our communication strategy are our blogs, which I'll show you in 1 minute. For now, I just want to finish up the app here. The other popular feature in the app is the ability to have all the appliance manuals for the home in one spot. All the homeowner has to do is take a picture of an appliance ID tag. We grab the model and serial number, and then we download the manual into their account. So the appliance manuals are always there for the entire home in PDF form, right? Easy peasy. You can even set this up for them if you want to. Like during the walkthrough, you can just take pictures of the ID tags, send them to us, and we'll get it all entered to their account, all right? So that's the app. That's the whole app. It's very simple. You'll notice there are no listings, no open houses, no just sold, because the subject matter is not you. The subject matter is the client's home. It's branded by you. And that's where we think the value is. So the other thing I want to show you about the consumer experience is also on this page, on the screen, and it's our blog. So this, by the way, what I'm looking at right here is the portal that you would log into as a realtor, right? And it has all the different features I'll go into, but briefly, if you look here at shareable blog content, which is just a word for blog, we write this blog for you. So just to back up for a second, we write this content twice a week. We write it all about home ownership, all manner of subjects. We try and make it timely, so winterization, maybe a little late for winterization in your neck of the woods. But the idea is it's content about the home, and the branding is to you. So again, it's focused on the client in so much as it's about their home, but it's branded to you. Looks like you wrote it. And the homeowner can jump in and start searching your vendor list of professionals right there on the blog page. So it's sort of an integrated solution, which is not available elsewhere in the industry, by the way. To have content that's totally connected and customized for you, in that homeowners can jump in and search your vendor list. We're the only ones doing that. And just so you understand, we are going to be sending you this content. You sign up for HomeKeepr. We're going to send you these blogs twice a week, generally Mondays and Thursdays. And we do that so you can grab the content and you can pop it on your favorite social media outlet. Of course, the most popular is Facebook. You can just click the Facebook button, excuse me, and then choose your HomeKeepr, your business page, your Facebook business page to post it onto. So as I said, we're sending it to you twice a week, but that's a step away from what we were talking about a minute ago, which is the consumer experience. And for your clients, remember, they get the maintenance reminders. And then if you invite a client, they get this blog once a month. So again, it's an automated system for you to be talking to your client about their home, branded by you. It's just all automated by us. Okay. So that's the consumer experience. It's very simple. The rest of it really is how to. Okay. So I'm going to pull up this presentation. And this slide presentation is available if you want it. Just let me know, and I'm happy to pop it in here in the chat here. And of course, for anything you need, you can always email support@homekeepr.com. Email us anytime with anything you need, and including this presentation. We're happy to send it to you. So as you have on my screen here, you can see this is available for free for all Keller Williams associates. There are no upgrades. There's nothing to buy. There's no pro plan you have to opt into. Every feature I show you is available out of the gate, full stop. And you can get started at homekeepr.com/KW anytime you want. All right. When you're signing up, I should just go over that briefly. All we need is your contact information, headshot, right, logo. And then here, you might on step 4 have access to a list of home service pros as provided maybe by your market center. If you guys want to do that, we can have a market center list waiting for new agents. It may be your local association. It just depends. But the point is, they're just starter kits. You do not have to use these vendors. They're just there as a starter kit for you. Especially, they're good for new agents, especially if you think about it, who don't have a network. So don't worry about it. You don't have to keep them. You don't have to use them at all if you don't want. It's entirely up to you. That's the onboarding. Then you click home when you're done, and you're at that portal. Signing in, again, just sign in. Click sign in. Click Realtors. If you forgot your password, just click forgot password. This is basics, right? No big deal here. If you've forgotten which of your 5 email addresses you're using, email support@homekeepr.com, and we're happy to reset your password and send you what email you were using and so forth. Now, the home service pros that you want to put into HomeKeepr. There are lots of ways to do it in our app. You can do it in the Pro app. You can do it on the website. The easiest thing for a lot of people to do is just send us a spreadsheet or send us a picture of a business card, and we will type all the information out for you. It's easy. We'll get all your contractors in. We'll type it out. No big deal. If you're using the Pro app, it's nice because if you use the HomeKeepr Pro app, we can access your phone's contact. So if all your painters and plumbers are in your phone, we can just pull them out of your phone's contact. Maybe that's the easiest way for you to go. And as I said before, you can take a picture of a business card using the Pro app and send it to us and we'll type it out. Just don't let all the typing get in the way. Just send us the data in whatever form you have it, and we'll type it into your account for you, okay? On the web portal, same concept. Just click Add Vendors, and you can do it there. Again, sending us a spreadsheet might be easiest. Once your vendors are in, you'll notice there's an invite section for vendors. Let me just spend a minute on this. The minute you enter a vendor's information into your account, and whether that means you entering it or we type it in for you, the minute it's in your account, all your clients can see it. I'm telling you this because I'm telling you the vendors don't have to do anything for your clients to see the information you're providing. Separately, if you invite the vendor, you're now notifying the vendor that you're doing this, right? You're inviting them to create a free HomeKeepr profile. So for your vendors, it's sort of like LinkedIn or Facebook. They get a free profile page and they can upgrade if they want to. It's up to them. But the point is, you want to invite those vendors, not because you need to do that for them to show up. Their information will show to your clients no matter what. You want to invite the vendors so, one, they can claim their free profile and make it look nicer. And number two, get credit for having recommended them, right? Sphere of influence marketing concept of if you want referrals, you got to be referring people. Well, this is a very specific way of showing them that you're making these referrals. Inviting homeowners. Same rough idea. You can do it through the Pro app for your phone's contacts. You can do it in the portal. Why don't I just show you briefly this here? So if I go to My Clients, again, you can just click Add Clients, and we can add them, through spreadsheet, through your phone contacts, however you want to do it. Okay. So I'm just gonna mute and mute. Yeah, so that's, again, it may be easier if you just send us a spreadsheet and we can enter it for you. It's up to you. But that's your client invites are here in My Clients. Now, if you think about the world for just a second, if we can just break your clients into 2 groups for the sake of this discussion, let's talk about your past clients and prospects, and then any clients who are under contract to buy or sell a home. The automatic invite platform, like using My Clients or using the Pro app, right? Those are for past clients and prospects, because the invite they are getting, okay, is relatively generic, which is to say they can use any aspect of HomeKeepr that they want. They can jump in and they can find a pro, they can sign up for an account, that can use our moving concierge, which I'll tell you about in a second. But it's pretty wide, right? The scope of features is wide for a homeowner because they may be doing lots of things with their home. When it comes to people who are about to buy or sell a home, we like to use, and this is under the important links section, branded moving concierge. Okay? This feature, is really for folks who are about to move, because it narrows down the feature set to things that are really specific to someone who's about to buy or sell a home. And what we're talking about is getting their new home set up for services, or put perhaps a little better, getting services set up for their new home. What does that mean? Mail forwarding, phone, internet, home alarm, etc. And we have this system available to you and your clients. And what's nice about it, over and above solving some very specific problems for your clients, is it's branded to you. So the email they get and the text they get is branded to you. The phone call they get, the moving concierge specialist is going to say, hey, this is Doug's moving concierge. How can we help get your new home set up? This is Pilar's moving concierge. How can we help, right? And right there on the phone, we can save that client a lot of time and maybe even a little money because they can comparison shop getting all these services set up. Okay. And just a note about electric and gas. Electric and gas are run by public utilities in most markets, and that can be very spotty in terms of technology connection. So in those instances, we just tell the homeowner exactly who they need to call. We have a very good database of exactly who they need to call. Okay. So that is the branded moving concierge, and we really recommend it for people who are about to buy or sell a home. Now, the other two main things I want to talk to you about, so this is the branded moving concierge, we talked about that, is I want to talk about two things: auto posting the blogs to Facebook and the widgets. So the auto posting to Facebook, what I'm talking about here is, if you would like to have the blogs automatically put on your Facebook business page twice a week as they're published, you don't have to think about it. You just got to go to m.me/homekeepr, right? So I'll type that in here, m.me/homekeepr. Okay. And that will take you through a series of steps. It's done through Facebook Messenger. You just follow along with the steps, log into HomeKeepr, let Facebook know that you want to connect the accounts, continue as yourself and so forth, give the proper permissions, and then basically that's it. Your Facebook business page will now have fresh content on it twice a week automatically. And again, you just start there by going to m.me/homekeepr. And the last thing I wanted to show you are our widgets. So if I go to, I'll give you an example website. So the widgets are little tools that you can add to your website. They make your website more valuable in the following way. This is an example. I think these guys are down in Texas. They're not connected to HomeKeepr in so much as we didn't tell them to do this. This is their company. Excuse me, but you'll notice they added a HomeKeepr section. And in their HomeKeepr section, they have the HomeKeepr blog. What that means is their website now has content branded to them twice a week automatically. That's what the widget does. The widget adds this feature to your website. And the other thing they have is the Trusted Pro Search. So now there are now more than one reason to go back to that realtor's website after the transaction, because there's something valuable here, not just for someone who's buying or selling a home, but for someone who owns a home. Okay. And this is a really good feature because it makes your website the center of this activity. What it means is if you have your HomeKeepr vendor list on your website, it means anytime a homeowner asks you, hey, you got a good painter, you can say, yep, go to my website. Right? It makes you central to all this, and it's something you can show value with to your clients and to the pros that you're recommending. That is your sphere of influence marketing operation. Okay? So those are really all the main features of HomeKeepr. I'm going to open this up to questions now. If you want to type your question into the chat, I'm happy to give you any answers that I can help with. What can I tell you guys? Nothing else? Everything was crystal clear? Okay. I will take you at your word and say thank you very much for joining me. Really appreciate you spending the time. Oh, great, Pilar. Excellent. I'm glad. Oh, sorry, Brian. It's free. If that's not clear, it's all free, right? If you go to homekeepr.com/KW, everything's free. It's all included. No cost to you. Yeah, it's been free to Keller Williams agents for probably 5 years now. I think 150 some odd thousand Keller Williams associates have signed up over the years. All free to you guys. So hope that's clear. Anything else that's not crystal clear that I can go over with you guys? No, Pilar, no cost to client. No cost to client. No, the moving concierge is free. All these features are free to your clients. Our revenue comes from the vendors that you recommend. They can upgrade if they want to at their option. And the moving concierge is a source of revenue for us as well. So it's free to you, free to your clients. The base profile is free to the vendors. They just pay for an upgrade if they want one, the vendors. They don't have to use the system. I think that's it. Again, I'll speak slowly as I say. Thank you for spending the time. I hope all of you had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Hope you have a great holiday season coming up. And I hope 2021 is better for everybody. So again, thanks guys. Thanks for joining. Speak soon. Bye-bye.